Okay, so good morning, all of you. Today we are going to learn about how this interest on drawings is being calculated, and along with that, we will see some more practical problems. Okay, yesterday also we have learned about interest on drawings. Today we will see the practicals of that, how the practical problems are being solved. Okay, so we will go with that interest on drawings. Now, the file that I have sent to you all, you can just see that. Okay, based on that file only we are going to have our class. Now, interest on drawings, it is not so difficult. Okay, interest on drawings, the PDF file that I have sent you, you can take out the page and you can see that it is in page number 2 point, just a minute, okay, 2.43, interest on monthly drawings, 2.43. You can open the PDF and you can see. So we will go with the practical first, because we have already discussed about how the calculation is done. So we will directly go with the practical, and we will take illustration number 27. Okay, regarding monthly drawing also we have done the last day. So today we will do on quarterly drawings. So we are going to take illustration 27, page number 2.46. Okay, illustration 27. So do one thing, all of you note these particular illustrations in your copy, these questions, and you write the solutions. Okay, don't just simply write the solution or don't skip it. Okay, you make a proper note of all this. Now, what is given here? Calculate interest on drawings of Mr. Navdeep at the rate 10% per annum for the year ended 31st of March 2018 in each of the following alternative cases. In all these cases, we are going to find out how the interest on drawings will be calculated. So the first case, if he withdrew rupees 20,000 in the beginning of each quarter. Now the previous day, if you can remember, I have told you the formula that how to calculate drawings, okay, in case of equal amount of drawing being done on one particular date. अगर drawings सेम किया जाता है, सेम अमाउंट ऑफ ड्राइंग सेम डेट पे किया जाता है, तो कैसे करना है वो मैंने पिछले दिन फॉर्मूला दे दिया था. कितने दिन के लिए करना है, कितने महीने के लिए करना है, वो दे दिया था मैंने. So quarterly, in case of quarterly, we know that it was, if you can remember, or you can take out a copy and see that in the beginning of each quarter it was 7.5 months, middle of each quarter it was 6 months, and end of each quarter was 4.5 months. Okay, so accordingly we will go. So first case, if he withdrew rupees 20,000 in the beginning of each quarter. Beginning of each quarter means what? On the first day of the quarter, that is 3 months. The previous day I told that I'm not repeating. So how many quarters are there in 1 year? There are total 4 quarters. So he has drawn the drawing of this 20,000 4 times. Okay, he has drawn this drawing of 20,000 4 times, because there are three months of each quarter, right? So every quarter is having 3 months. So total he is getting, total he will be getting how many quarters? 4 quarters, right? So 20,000 in the beginning of each quarter. So 20,000 into 4 is his total drawings, 80,000, right? So this 80,000 for how many months? Since it is beginning, so if you use this formula as I have told you the earlier day, it will be 7.5 months. So it will be 80,000 into the rate of interest is 10%. So 80,000 into 10 by 100 into the duration is 7.5 months. So 7.5 divided by 12. Since it is in months, so 7.5 divided by 12. Okay, the answer is 5,000. Likewise, in case of case B, if he withdrew rupees 20,000 at the end of each quarter. End of each quarter means 20,000 is the same thing, 20,000 into 4, because 4 quarters are there, right? So 20,000 into 4, it is 80,000. But since it is end of each quarter, we are going to take how many months? 4.5 months. If you use the formula, you will also get it 4.5 months. So the interest on drawings will be 80,000 into 10%, 10 by 100 into 4.5 by 12, so it is coming to 3,000 rupees. Now in case of the last, in case of C, the last case, if he withdrew rupees 20,000 during the middle of each quarter, middle of each quarter means the in between the 3 months, that is 15th of February. If I take January to December, then it's 15th of February, then again 15th of May, likewise. Sorry, not 15th of May, first is it is 15th of February, then again it is coming, yeah, 15th of May, then again it is coming August 15, likewise it is going to come. So I have told that now last one will be November 15, so it is going to be 6 months. Okay, the drawings amount will be 20,000 into 4, because 4 times he is going to do the drawing, so it is 80,000. So it is for 6 months, 10%, it is coming rupees 4,000 rupees. Okay, rupees 80,000 into 10 by 100 into 6 by 12, it is coming 4,000 rupees. So that is what is the case with interest on drawings when the drawing has been done quarterly. Okay, the question can ask you any situation, so you need to be prepared with all the situations. Now the last one, the next one. Okay, here there is a combination of all the transactions, so you can do one thing. In illustration number 28, you can do it as a homework, try it at home. If you can't, then you can ask me, clarify your doubts. Okay, now we will go to the next topic, because the interest on drawings, almost everything we have done it. Now if there is any doubt, you can just go through these illustrations exercise and you can just ask me. Okay, and all of you submit your homework. That is very important. Now what I am going to do is that I will take another sum where there is a distribution of profit. Okay, now please note down which illustration we are doing, what is the topic we are doing. So that will be very important for you all. Now we are going to go for one sum where we will be learning how the distribution of profit is done. Okay. So we will take illustration number 12. It is in page number 2.27. Sorry, 1.27, I guess. Oh yeah, 2.26. 2.26. Illustration number 12. So in illustration number 12, here the topic you can write down. Okay, the topic you can just write down in your copy. It is distribution of profit. Okay, distribution of profit. How the profit is distributed when there are certain criteria given to distribute the profit. हमेशा प्रॉफिट को डायरेक्टली हर बार नहीं बोलेगा कि 2:1:1 रेशियो में दे दो, या फिर 3:2 रेशियो में दे दो, या फिर इक्वली दे दो. ऐसा नहीं होता है. कभी कभी उसी प्रॉफिट को, जो प्रॉफिट होता है ना, उसको मल्टीपल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में दिया जाता है. मल्टीपल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन मीन्स there will be multiple way of distributing the profit. Like they can say that suppose you are having 1 lakh of profit, so they will say that out of this 1 lakh, first 50,000, पहला 50,000, प्रथम 50,000 किता करबो, तारा इक्वली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लिबो. Next 30,000 they will distribute in 3:2 ratio. The remaining 20,000 they will take in some other ratio. In this way they distribute the profit using different ratios. Okay, it can happen in one question by distribute the same profit may be distributed in different ratio. मतलब क्या है कि पहला एक पोर्शन कोई एक रेशियो होगा, सेकंड पोर्शन कोई और एक रेशियो होगा, थर्ड पोर्शन कोई और एक रेशियो होगा. ओके, एक ही ईयर के प्रॉफिट को डिफरेंट प्रोपोर्शन में हम लोग डिवाइड करेंगे एक पोर्शन को. ठीक है, जैसे पकड़ लो सारे दोस्त मिलके पार्टी कर रहे हो. ठीक है, तो द थिंग्स गोज ऑन लाइक दिस, that cakes will be divided among all the friends equally. Okay, then comes the next one. Say for example biryani. Okay, biryani might be that the one who has worked more will get more biryani, the one who has worked less will get less biryani. Then comes say cold drink. Now cold drink might be that you will be saying that the one who has paid more money, okay, he will get more cold drink. The one who has paid less money, he will get less cold drink. This way you can distribute. It's just an example. It doesn't happen with the parties and all when we are together with the friends, but it can happen when you are in a formal place like the partnership business. Okay, now try to understand here. Illustration 12. What is told here? A, B, and C were partners in a firm having capital of 60,000 and just a minute. Okay. Yeah, having capital of rupees 60,000, 60,000 and rupees 80,000 respectively. Three partners are there, A, B, C. Capital 60,000, 60,000, 80,000 means A's capital, A का capital हो गया 60,000, B का capital हो गया 60,000, C का capital हो गया 80,000. Current account भी बोल के दे दिया है, ठीक है? So if the current account is mentioned, this means the capital is fixed. Remember that the capital is fixed. So you will have to prepare two accounts. One is a capital account, one is a current account. Okay. Along with that, profit and loss appropriation account will be there. That is separate. So their current account balance. Current account का भी balance दिया हुआ है. Something is given for the current account also. What is that? A was having 10,000 in the current account. B was having 5,000 in the current account. And C was having 2,000. But C was having a debit balance. Try to understand. C was having a debit balance. Remember, capital and current account is almost the same thing. Only thing is that when capital is when it is decided to keep the capital untouched or intact, fixed, then we have a separate account for adjustment, that is current account. That is the only difference. Every other concept is same. Like current account also should show credit balance. A partner should have credit balance in the current account. In case if he is having debit balance, if he is having a debit balance, it means that it is a loss for the partner. ये उसका loss है. And a debit balance of current account will appear in the debit side of a current account. Generally, a current account shows credit balance. Capital account shows credit balance, so current account also shows credit balance. But if it is showing a debit balance, it means it is a loss for the partner. He is required to pay 2,000 rupees to the farm here. Okay, उल्टा उसका loss हो गया, उसको 2,000 रुपए farm को देना पड़ेगा. So try to understand. We will understand this concept when we do in the practicals also. We'll further understand that. Okay. So according to the partnership deed, what is given? 10% of the profit is to be transferred to general reserve. अपने profit का 10% हम लोग general reserve में transfer कर देंगे. And the partners were entitled to interest on capital at the rate of 5% per annum. Interest on capital मिलेगा इनको. कितना मिलेगा interest on capital? 5% करके per annum. C being the working partner was also entitled to a salary of 12,000 per month per annum. इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा पार्टनर लोग को 5% पर annum. सी को मिलेगा सैलरी 12,000 पर annum. ओके, याद रखना कि जनरली सैलरी वर्किंग जो पार्टनर होता है, काम करने वाला, उसी को देते हैं. अगर ये मेंशन नहीं है तो भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सैलरी जिसको दिया हुआ है देने के लिए उसको दे देंगे हम लोग. The profits were to be divided as follows. देखो ये सब देने के बाद प्रॉफिट कैसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है. पहला 20,000 रुपए. The first 20,000 is in the proportion of their capital. That is, the first 20,000 will be distributed in which ratio? In their capital ratio. Capital ratio means, what is the capital ratio? 60,000, 60,000 and 80,000. So if you go on cancelling it, you will get 6:6:8. Or further you can go and write it as 3:3:4. Okay. So the ratio in the first case it is coming 3:3:4. याद रखना. First case में ratio 20,000 will be divided in the ratio 3:3:4. How this 3:3:4 came? This is nothing but the capital. Where from this capital came? Here it is 60,000, 60,000 and 80,000. So if you cancel it and you go to the diminished term, then you can get that it is 3:3:4. Okay, that is nothing but the capital. That is nothing but the ratio of the capital, right? So using that ratio, we are going to distribute the first 20,000. Okay, the next 30,000 will be distributed in the ratio 5:3:2. So after giving this 20,000, the next level, the whatever remaining is there, from that the next 30,000, ठीक है, जो बाकी रह गया है उसका 30,000, Like for example, it is if it is 1 lakh, okay, 1 lakh of profit, then first 20,000 will be given in the ratio of their capital, that is 3:3:4. Okay, now कितना बचा, बच गया 80,000, 1 lakh से 20,000 दे दिया तो 80,000 बचा, ठीक है. Then we have got next 30,000 in which ratio, 5:3:2. So बाकी का जो 80,000 है उसमें से पहला जो 30,000 है उसको देना है 5:3:2 रेशियो में. So how much is remaining now? 50,000 is remaining after paying this 30,000 and 20,000. So this 50,000 remaining profit will be shared in equal ratio. Okay, 50,000 को equally share किया जाएगा. This 1 lakh was just an example. It is not related to the question. I don't know what is written in the question. We will see it later. But try to understand that 1 lakh was just an example. So you are going to do according to the question only. The firm has made a profit of 1,80,000. Firm का profit कितना हुआ है? 1,80,000 for the year ended 31st of March 2019. Before charging any of the above item, ऊपर के item charge करने से पहले 1,80,000 profit था. बोला है कि prepare करो profit and loss appropriation account and necessary journal entry भी देने के लिए बोला है. Journal entry भी हम लोग आज थोड़ा सीख लेंगे for apportionment of profit. Okay. नाउ और एक चीज बता देता हूँ, देखो यहाँ पे जैसे बता दिया है ना, पहला 20,000 इस रेशियो में देना है, 30,000 इस रेशियो में देना है, जो बच जाएगा इक्वली होगा. अब पकड़ लो बिजनेस ने अगर सिर्फ 10,000 का प्रॉफिट किया है, सिर्फ 10,000 किया और किया ही नहीं, 10,000 रिसीव किया, तो ये पहले वाले ग्रुप में ही आ जाएगा. 10,000 है ना, तो पहले वाले ग्रुप में ही कैपिटल के रेशियो में चला जाएगा. कुछ बचा ही नहीं तो नेक्स्ट लेवल में नहीं आएगा. अब पकड़ लो 40,000 रुपीज किया, तो पहला 20,000 यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा पहले वाले में, और रिमेनिंग जो बचेगा वो नेक्स्ट वाले में जाएगा. लास्ट वाले के लिए कुछ नहीं बचेगा. मतलब जो प्रॉफिट होगा उसको पहले पहले हम लोग स्टेज वाइज जाएंगे, पहले वाले को देंगे पहले, उसके बाद बचा तो नेक्स्ट लेवल वाले में जाएंगे, उसके बाद बचा तो थर्ड लेवल में जाएंगे. ठीक है, कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. सो लेट्स गो विद द सॉल्यूशन नाउ. Okay, so in this case you can see that the profit and loss appropriation account is ready. The profit also we know the profit that the firm has made, it is 1,80,000. This 1,80,000 directly comes over here. Okay, now we will go for distribution. So first of all we will give what shall we give? According to the question it is given that according to the partnership deed 10% of the profit is to be transferred to the general reserve. एक एक करके जाएंगे, ठीक है, सीक्वेंस वाइज. So 10% of 1,80,000 will be 18,000. This 18,000 will be transferred to the general reserve. To general reserve में चला गया. देखो 1,80,000 का 10% that is 18,000, right? 18,000 रुपीज चला गया. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट वाला क्या बोल के दिया है कि पार्टनर को इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा कितना, 5% करके. 5% of what? The capital, that is 60,000, 60,000 and 80,000. Okay, so कैपिटल 60,000 के ऊपर 5% कितना होगा, 3,000. बी के लिए क्या होगा, 3,000, एंड सी के लिए क्या होगा, 4,000. If you do the 5% of 60,000, 5% of 60,000, and again 5% of 80,000, you will get it 3,000, 3,000, 4,000. Okay, and remember these all things we are going to be going to go in the current account, not in the capital account. Why it is going to go in the current account? Because the capital is fixed. Capital fixed होने से सब का सब एडजस्टमेंट करंट अकाउंट में जाएगा. ठीक है, so the total comes to 10,000. After paying this, what is the next item? C being the working capital was also entitled to a salary. कितने का सैलरी देना है, 12,000 रुपए का. ठीक है, तो 12,000 रुपए का सैलरी कैसे देंगे, यहां से देंगे प्रॉफिट से. डायरेक्टली दे दो. किसको देना है, सी को देना है. सो टू सैलरी किसको देना है, सी को. या सैलरी टू सी भी लिख सकते हो, सी सैलरी भी लिख सकते हो. कितना देना है, 12,000 रुपीज. हो गया, सैलरी दे दिया. अब और क्या रह गया है, अब और कुछ नहीं है. there's no other item, so we will go for this particular distribution of profit. Before you go for distributing the profit, you have to find out what is the amount of profit left. कितना प्रॉफिट बाकी है, बचा है. What is the profit left with you? Okay, so 1,80,000 was the total profit. You can see the spotlight here. Okay, try to understand. 1,80,000 is the amount of profit, total profit. From this 1,80,000, we are going to pay the general reserve of 18,000. ओके 18,000 का जनरल रिजर्व देना है, इंटरेस्ट एंड कैपिटल देना है 10,000, सैलरी देना है 12,000. सो टोटल कितना चला गया? 30,000 चला गया, 40,000 चला गया. ओके total of 40,000 has been paid. So from 1,80,000, if you pay 40,000, what is the remaining amount? 1,40,000. This 1,40,000 will be distributed in this particular way. 1,40,000 से पहला 20,000 हम लोग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे कैपिटल रेशियो में, दैट इज 3:3:4. नेक्स्ट 30,000 डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा 5:3:2 और रिमेनिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा इक्वली. नाउ you can see the distribution has been done in the working note. 1,40,000 is a profit, right? So from 1,40,000, what will happen? We have to pay first 20,000. पहला 20,000 को पे करना है. कौन सा रेशियो में? 6:6:8 का मतलब है 3:3:4. एक ही बात है, कैंसिल करने से 3:3:4 आएगा. ठीक है, काटो, कैंसिल करने से सेम आएगा. तो इस रेशियो में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करो. कितना आता है? 6,000, 8,000, 8,000. How to distribute? See, what is the total of 6 plus 6 plus 8? It is 20. So A will get how much? 6/20 into 20,000. That is 6,000. B will get how much? 6/20 into 20,000. That is again 6,000. And C will get how much? 8/20 into 20,000. So it is 8,000. This is how it is coming, right? Now after giving this 20,000 rupees, कितना बाकी रह गया? याद रखना 1,20,000. 1,40,000 से अगर 20,000 दे दोगे तो बचेगा 1,20,000. सो 1,20,000 में से पहला 90,000, नेक्स्ट 90,000 कैसे देना है? 5:3:2 रेशियो में. ठीक है, तो 30,000 को 5:3:2 रेशियो मतलब 5/10. सो 30,000 इंटू 5/10 कितना आता है? 15,000. ए को मिलेगा 15,000, बी को मिलेगा 3/10 इंटू 30,000. 3/10 ऑफ 30,000 कितना आएगा? 9,000. एंड 2/10 ऑफ 30,000 will be given to C. That is how much? 6,000 rupees. Okay. Now the remaining, बोला कि जो remaining होगा वो equally देना है. क्वेश्चन याद करो, remaining जो होगा equally देना है. तो अगर 1,40,000 से 20,000 दे दोगे तो बचेगा 1,20,000. फिर 1,20,000 से अगर 30,000 दे दोगे तो बचेगा 90,000. That 90,000 will be distributed equally. So equally means 1:1:1. 3 पार्टनर है तो डिवाइड बाय 3 कर दो, इक्वली होगा. So 30,000, 30,000, 30,000, राइट? मतलब ए को मिल रहा है 51,000 टोटल, बी को मिलेगा 45,000 रुपीज टोटल एंड सी को मिलेगा 44,000 रुपीज टोटल. ओके, सो इसको तुम देख सकते हो सॉल्यूशन में. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने इसको करंट अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया है. ए के करंट अकाउंट में गया 51,000, बी के करंट अकाउंट में गया 45,000, सी के करंट अकाउंट में गया 44,000. Okay. Now we will go to the journal entry. कैसे जर्नल एंट्री दिया है? देखो जर्नल एंट्री कैसे ट्रांसफर करना है प्रॉफिट को. प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एप्रोप्रिएशन अकाउंट डेबिट, क्योंकि प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एप्रोप्रिएशन से जा रहा है. ठीक है, उसको हम लोग डेबिट करके ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं, इसलिए प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एप्रोप्रिएशन अकाउंट डेबिट. कितना ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो? प्रॉफिट 1,40,000 प्रॉफिट था. ठीक है, इसको किसको मिलेगा? ए को मिलेगा, बी को मिलेगा, सी को मिलेगा. ठीक है, इसलिए क्रेडिट हुआ उनका करंट अकाउंट. क्यों करंट अकाउंट? क्योंकि कैपिटल फिक्स्ड है, इसी के लिए करंट अकाउंट में जाएगा. सो टू ए's करंट अकाउंट 51,000, टू बी's करंट अकाउंट 45,000, टू सी's करंट अकाउंट 44,000. हो गया डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ओके, आई होप दिस इज वेरी मच क्लियर. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क. ओके.